Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Gemini for the month of April. This is a pick a card reading, and I have 3 messages here from Spirit, what you need to know. So pick the card, pick the crystal that's on the card, pick the one that you are most drawn to. I have a rose quartz here, card number 1. Card number 2 is citron here. Card number 3 is pyrite or fool's gold. All right. So you can pause the video if you like and just reflect on your choice and then come back to the video to hear your message. Let's begin with those who chose card number 1, the rose quartz crystal. You have changed in the night. So this is about sudden, unexpected change. Can be a shock, good or bad. It could be unexpected news. You could be adjusting to a new situation or having to, finding out more about who you are. For others, it could be feeling you're not growing as a person, or that maybe you've stayed the same for a very long time. You could be looking at introducing some new and exciting challenges into your life to help you grow and discover more about you. You see, sometimes we change slowly. A little change here, a little adjustment there, tiny shifts, day by day. And over time, we grow into a very different version of ourselves. But at other times, we feel like we've been changed overnight when something sudden or unexpected comes in. Our day might suddenly, without any warning at all, be or feel very strange. So perhaps for you, having chosen this card, there's a sense that so very much has changed, like in an instant. And that the world has quite suddenly been turned upside down or even right side up. And we have not had a moment to grow used to this new reality, the way we now are, or the rules of the world we find ourselves inhabiting now. When a time like this comes, we can be in shock, a little numb, and have trouble finding our way to the center of ourselves. If you feel you may have been changed in the night, that your life has changed quite dramatically, quite suddenly, then take a moment. Remember your values, your feelings, yourself. Look about you, steady yourself, and breathe in deep. You've been rocked, and your sense of self and of reality is going to take a little time to resettle. Continue to connect with your core self. Be good to you and take it easy, but steadily. Remember, you are finding out who you truly are. Until this moment, you only knew who you could be when faced with certain predictable circumstances. Now that so much has changed, you will find out so much more about yourself, and in time, this will enrich you so very much. That is for those who chose the rose quartz. Now, for those who chose the citron, card number 2, you are being asked to find the lesson. Discover the purpose in your situation. Trust that you are learning. You may have experienced some upheaval, encountered some quarrelsome people. There could have been disputes, antagonism, and confusion. Uncertainty about the purpose of a situation. You could be feeling frustrated and ready to complain. You're being asked to let it go to the universe. Ask the universe for clarity and trust that time will bring an understanding of the lessons that this most uncomfortable adventure is teaching you. For others, this feeling of confusion can be amplified. It can be a challenging time that would feel very unfair to you. But the Spirit says there is a reason. It may be too hard to even begin to contemplate that there could be a higher purpose to this situation right now. Give yourself a little bit of space and be patient with yourself. Do not struggle to find the reason. Just find a way to make it through what is happening, Spirit says. You see, Alice, she's struggling to find any meaning in what is taking place in Wonderland, particularly when she is at the court of the Queen of Hearts. She's puzzled, she's confused, and feels very much like complaining. The truth is, there is a lot for you and her to complain about. People are not cooperating with each other. There's a great deal of disorganization and chaos. People are quarreling, not getting along. The volatile nature of what is taking place can make you feel like there is no sense to any of this at all. But as the Duchess points out, everything has a moral, or rather, everything has a lesson within it. And this is the struggle for you right now. Rather than forcing yourself to find the lesson, the better approach is to trust that there is one. Trust that you are learning and that this experience will come to be valuable to you in time. It is a very strange and trying place that you find yourself in, so be patient with yourself. Understand that it is natural to feel frustrated, impatient, and confused. But trust there is a reason for this, and in time you will come to know the purpose of this very bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. That is for those who chose the citron, card number 2. Card number 3 is the pyrite, that is the fool's gold. And your message is keeping up. This speaks to an immense effort to advance. For some, it's a time of very hard work, getting ahead, determination and resolve to push through into the next stage, indicating that it's not easy. The urge to improve your status and to be rewarded. Moving with strength. It indicates that there's a great deal that needs to be processed and integrated. For other people, You might feel it is impossible to change the way things are. You could be feeling entrapped by the effort required to change your current circumstances. The lessons of your life are taking place at a very fast rate, actually, far too swiftly for you to process them. It seems you're only just keeping up with all of the changes that are coming to you. You must work very hard to make any discernible progress for now. You've been trying and trying to get ahead, and yet you always seem to be in the very same place. This could be in almost any aspect of your life, actually. Your finances, relationships, career, or success. And at this point in time, the answer would be to work even harder. You know, whether this is your career or whether this is a relationship. You will not have to do this much work with this much effort, perhaps ever again after. But the only way out of the current situation is to accelerate, to get intense, and to push for the breakthrough that is just ahead of you. You will need to devote more time than you would wish, and sacrifices will also need to be made. However, if you do this, you will push through the resistance and explode into the next stage of your life. So put all of your effort into surging ahead and watch as you begin to move in the tiniest of ways ahead of where you've been. Once you take that lead, stay focused on where you're going, and you'll begin to leave the place that you find yourself in now. When you push through, others will recognize the incredible dedication you have to your own life. This will inspire them to push forward with their own dreams also. One thing is for sure, the intensity of your approach brooks no resistance. Your movement and energy will drive away all stagnation. So keep going, Spirit says, and don't give up. That is your message. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.